What is up, guys? It's your boy 3Battle here, and today, yes, finally another video. I've been doing pretty well, and as you can see, I have no camera on my face because the camera on the last video was what made it bad. Because I thought that was a really good video, but just the camera quality was absolutely awful and it was out of time. So unfortunately, we didn't do that. But happily enough, we're doing another tier. We're doing a tier list video, which is pretty cool. I really like these types of videos on YouTube to get kind of people's opinions. So today we're gonna do a video game tier list, and hopefully, yeah, this will be good enough. So we have just like the main ones, because there was another one on the tier. This is a tier maker website where you can go and check out other tier lists, but I chose this one, and it's one of like the more well-known video game consoles. So it's not like the lesser known ones. So on the other one, I didn't really know many of them, so people would get triggered at me and stuff like that. So let's just start off with the Nintendo. I think this is the 3DS, if I'm not wrong. I swear that's the Nintendo 3DS, but I can't find. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that is the Nintendo 3DS. Now, personally, I never had the Nintendo 3DS. I had the Nintendo DS, which is, we'll put it already at A. The Nintendo DS is an absolutely amazing console. I love it. It's so good. It's for everyone, basically. Yeah, so the DS goes there. 3DS, I think they made it a bit worse, so I'd put it at a B. So Nintendo DS and Nintendo 3DS. Nintendo DS is A because it just had so many good games, and so many games that I still have my DSi, which is just such a good console. I'm sorry, but it's amazing. Now next up is the Nintendo 64. Now I haven't had the Nintendo 64, but I've heard a lot of people say it's a good console. So I'm not gonna say it's bad and drop it in the B column, and actually move the Nintendo 3DS to the C column, because it's kind of like a B-Tech version of the DS, but even worse. I mean, the 3D basically just gave you hallucinations and stuff like that, and then Nintendo 64 was a really good console, apparently. So hopefully, yeah. Now let's move on to the. Should we do the PlayStation? The PlayStation, I'm sorry, is A tier. That's basically what started it. I'd kind of put it in between, but I can't, so I'd put it in A or B. I don't know. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move DS up to S, Nintendo 64 to B, Nintendo 64 up to A, PlayStation up to A, and then Nintendo 3DS to B. So that's because the PlayStation basically started the whole PlayStation series and all of that stuff. Now, I don't know if this is a PSP. Oh, okay, this is a PSP. So the PSP was actually good. So I'd put it at a solid, but it's weaker than the DS, but it's stronger than the 3DS. So I'd put it in an A because it is a solid console. Now the PS Vita, I'm sorry, all you triggered fans, but I'm gonna have to put it at a D. Unfortunately, it just didn't live up. A lot of people were pissed about it. A lot of people didn't like it. So yeah. Let's do the Game Boy. The Game Boy was really popular, and a lot of people like the Game Boy. I think it's a bit weaker than the DS, so I'm also going to put it at A, because it's kind of similar to the PSP, but it's still a good console. Now, next one, we can just put all the Game Boys. Game Boy Color. Actually, I'm going to put them to one tier down, because they're kind of like the 3DS. It's literally just a worst version of it. Now, the next one we have is should we do the Nintendo Switch? Nintendo Switch is literally such a good console. I love the Nintendo Switch, and it's an amazing console. They just did really well with it in general, and it's just so good. I still play it, and it's amazing. Game Boy Advance, I'd also put in an A. It's just again a rip-off. Oh no, not A, sorry, B. It's just again Game Boy 2 basically. Neo Geo Pocket Color, I don't know this, so I'll put it at C. Sega Dreamcast, B. Sega Dreamcast did have some good games, and it's one of Sega's best consoles to date, I'd say. Now, next we have, should we do PS4? PS4, very good console. I put it at A. Very good console. SNES. Now, these two, I'm going to put them next to each other. The NES and the SNES. Now, for which one is which? I'm going to put SNES at an A, and NES unfortunately at a B, because I think actually no, I'm gonna put them at the same because they kind of are the same, but the SNES just really introduced the shoulder buttons and was really good for the gaming world as a scene and stuff like that. So I'd put it as solid A, and I think that's good. GameCube, I heard a lot of people didn't like it, so I'm gonna put it at a B. But it did have a lot of good games. It introduced Luigi's Mansion. It introduced I think it had Link's Legend of Zelda, Link's what's it called, Wind Waker, yeah, which wasn't that well received, but it had some other good games. Super Mario Sunshine was a good game apparently. So hey, you never know what games. Okay, so next one we have is the Wii. The Wii, I'm putting it S straight away. The Wii is an amazing console. I didn't have it personally, so a lot of people are gonna get triggered by that. But hey, listen, Xbox One goes at A. It's just not as good as the PS4, the Switch. I'm sorry, but Xbox is working closely with the Switch, which I do like. But yeah, the Xbox One, I think, it's just not as strong as the PS4, which is unfortunate. PS3 is very popular, very, very popular, so I'm going to put it at, a lot of people are going to get triggered. Should I put it at B or A? I'm going to put it at A. You know what? Since the PSP is on A, I'm going to put the PS3 on A. Now, the next one is the PS2. Since it's weaker than the PS3, but actually, no. No, I'm going to swap around the PS3 and put it in B, and then the PS2 can go in A, because it wasn't. The PS2 sold a lot, apparently. I think the PS2 is their most sold console. The most sold console ever, so PS2 has to go on A, but PS4 just is stronger than a PS2, and the PS1 was the monumental one that started it all. PS3 was kind of, I think it was what one was the most sold? I think it was still the PS2, but doesn't matter. I think this is the Atari, very good, but unfortunately not as good as the others, so C in terms of capabilities. I think this is the original Xbox, so the Xbox, I don't know, where should I put the original Xbox? I'll put it in B, that seems fair. Now I don't know what this one is, putting it at D, don't know what this one is, putting it. Now these are a bunch of Sega consoles, if I'm not wrong. I think it is. But I know this is the Wii U. That's the original Xbox, okay, so that's the Xbox 360. Now the Xbox 360 I'll put in the same as the Xbox One, because it was a very good console as well to a lot of people. The Wii U I'm putting in a, I don't know whether to put it in a C or a D, because the Wii U was a trash console, but it did have some okay games, like Super Mario Maker was a good game, Splatoon was a good game, so I'm going to put it at a C. I'm not going to be too mean to it. These are just a bunch of Sega consoles. I think that's Sega Genesis, not sure, but yeah, if it is, that's going in. I'll say C. I'm not going to be that mean to Sega. I have no idea what that is. I think that's just another listen, I've never played a Sega game. No, I have played a Sega game, that's a lie, but I've never had a Sega console, and I don't think many of you peeps. Oh, sorry. Right, what the hell did I just do? Okay. Nope, I don't want that. Oh god, what did I do? Oh no. Yeah. No, we need to do that now. No, we need to do that. There we go, sorry about that problem. Sega, I'm gonna put at a C, and then this I'm gonna put at a D, because I don't know what it is. Well, let me just check if I have some rearranging to do. I think I'll put the Game Boy, you know what, up one. No. You know what I'm going to put one? I'm going to put the NES at number 1. Because a lot of people might argue with me, but it literally kick-started all of, like, the stuff. All of the other games that were produced after that. And a lot of Sega versus Nintendo. Nintendo just revived it after that crash. And that horrible, whatever happened in 1983, I don't care, but yeah, I think the NES really kickstarted everything, and it should deserve the S. It created a bunch of franchises that we all know and love today, so yeah, that deserves an S. All of these are very good. So for our S tier, we have DS, Nintendo Switch. I have a Nintendo Switch, amazing console. PS4, Wii, what's its name? NES, PS1, So that's the ST. I've never had a Wii, but Wii I've played before. Very good games, very good motion control. Introduced all of that. Now A, we have the PS1 because it's a monumental. Crash Bandicoot, all of those other games. Not as monumental as Nintendo, but still very monumental. Then the N64 had lots of very good games. Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, Legend of Mario 64, other games like that. Banjo-Kazooie. Then we have the PSP. I think was very popular. So that's gonna go there. The Game Boy is also a very good console, handheld. SNES, Xbox One, PS2, and Xbox 360. Because a lot of people have the Xbox 360 and the PS2, but they're not as strong, like capability strong as the PS4. You know, I'm gonna move the PS2 up because it's the most sold game console. And if I'm gonna put the DS, then I'm surely gonna put that. Well, now for B, 3DS, Game Boy SP, I think. I'm not sure. Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Dreamcast, GameCube, PS3, Xbox 3. No, Xbox, the original Xbox. Neo Geo Pocket Color for C. Neo Geo Pocket Color. You know, I'm gonna put that down there. Don't know / trash. C, Atari, the Wii U, and the Wii U, because the Wii U had some good games. A lot of people are gonna argue with me, and the Atari kind of started this whole thing up. So C, and then don't know trash. PS Vita. I'm sorry, a lot of people are gonna get pissed at me. Oh, you put the PS Vita at trash, but you didn't put the Wii U at trash. The Wii U was trash. It had some good games. Splatoon, Super Mario Maker, Super Mario 3D World, other games. Not a lot of people agree with me in that, but hey, listen, that's my opinion. PS Vita just was a total flop. And then all these other consoles that I don't know, unfortunately. Hopefully you guys like that video. I really want to make more tier lists video because it really lets me show my opinion on what I think. And I actually like this because it doesn't take me too much effort to do, and that in that way I can make more videos and that you guys can enjoy and hopefully watch. So thank you very much, guys. Please comment down below what type of videos you may want me to make instead of this. So maybe like a Q&A, something like that. So thank you guys very much. Please subscribe. We're trying to get 1,000 by the end of the year. Like the video and peace out, guys. See you, Chads, gamers, and